Here in this vlog, I want to expand on Tyra. Tyra is a name that I gave to a particular mind construct within myself that I created out of different scripts. Scripts meaning that I took a particular thought or a particular memory within my life and I connected that to, or in other words, I scripted into my the creation of my imaginary friend known as Tyra. Now, Tyra, as an imaginary friend, if I have a look at the words imaginary friend, it is simply the manifestation of a particular algorithm as particular scripts that I inscripted into, that I inscripted together to create this algorithm as the manifestation of Tyra. So imaginary friend is simply used to describe this algorithm, which are the connections that I formed and created that have manifested into and as Tyra. Now, I want to talk about the role of Tyra. Tyra is, her role was, initially, she took the place of a girlfriend. With me never having a relationship within my world in reality, I created a relationship within my mind. And I gave Tyra that position as a girlfriend. And I gave Tyra these abilities, these certain abilities, to the extent that Tyra became better than all of the females within this world. So it gave me a sense of more thanness, because since Tyra has all these abilities, and since I am in a relationship with her, that means that I am better than everybody else. And this polarity construct is created because I saw myself as less than females, because I could never win a female within a relationship. I thought I was less than. I thought I wasn't good enough. And so basically I created a female within my mind that became better than any other female from the perspective of intelligence and mental capabilities, such as telepathy and knowledge and information about interstellar space, and knowledge and information about alien races that I also created within my mind. And I gave her a sense of having little or no emotions, which I see as being better than, as I see that as a point of stability within a female, of not having emotional reactions. And so all of this I created within this imaginary friend known as Tyra, as to make myself look more than, better than, make myself look as though I am qualified enough to be with a female. So it is actually a manipulation point within my world and reality. Throughout my relationship with this particular algorithm, this algorithm became, it changed into from a girlfriend to just a mentor. Initially, she was also a mentor, but now she was just a mentor because my my point within the world changed through destiny, which is a group of people that is here within this world to establish what it means, basically to redefine what it means to, in fact, live in this world. And so my role kind of changed. And so I had to change the role of Tyra, but within that change was also a point of manipulation because I did not stop it altogether. I simply changed my relationship to her to represent a female, excuse me, that is a mentor. And so Tyra became quite supportive from the perspective of having a voice within my mind to support me within my world and reality, from the perspective of how to effectively stop my participation within my mind, my participation in the reactive mind, to begin to stand, to begin to become self-directive, to become more efficient, effective, self-honest within my world, and establishing self-trust. I realized, that even though Tyra is very effective within assisting and supporting me to become more aware of what I am accepting and allowing, that Tyra is still a program, an algorithm, and that every time that I converse with this algorithm within my mind, it is in fact a back chat. It is internal dialogue. It is a dimension within my mind where I keep myself within this dimension, and not in fact changing for real. I mentioned in another video that the imagination, when one is conversing with an imaginary friend, one is calibrating or adjusting themselves, adjusting a particular or calibrating a particular behavior or a particular personality to enact or to become or to instill or to develop as a primary personality point within the world. So having an imaginary friend and speaking with an imaginary friend is in fact a calibration process where one is not 100% living a point of whatever that imaginary friend stands for. One is not 100% living that as themselves, but one is calibrating that point within oneself to in fact develop as a primary personality point. What one is 100% living when speaking and conversing to imaginary friends is procrastination, and also it can develop a sense of confusion based on the imaginary friend, what has been scripted within that imaginary friend, how many imaginary friends that one has, all of the points that are being accepted within an imaginary friend are relationship points that one is in fact calibrating as a personality possession. and thus it is being possessed when one is participating in it. But it just grows and grows into an entity within oneself, or a system within oneself, as a particular personality suit that one becomes within one's world and reality. And also realize that having an imaginary friend, all of the points that that imaginary friend represents are those points that one is not in fact living or recognizing as a part of oneself, but one is projecting or channeling that desire within an imaginary friend that becomes a value and not in fact an equal in one living expression. So in the next vlog, what I'd like to do is some self-forgiveness for accepting and allowing myself to expand on the point and role of Tyra, and to in fact start living for real. Thank you.